Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. The Second U.S. Court of Appeals in Manhattan ruled that the NFL can be put on trial over civil claims that Brian Flores and other black coaches face discrimination. In February of 2022, Flores sued the NFL and several teams saying the league was rife with racism, particularly in its hiring and promotion of black coaches. Other coaches later joined the lawsuit as plaintiffs. Ocho, I don't know how close you follow this, but I've always felt the way the NFL did business with this discipline was unfair.
Yes,
and guys, if you've heard me from CBS, I was on there a decade. I was with Fox for 7 years, and I like to use this analogy. Ocho, if I got a speeding ticket, I shouldn't have to go appeal it to the chief of police because it was his department that gave me the ticket.
Come on now.
I've always thought it was unfair. The NFL hands down this punishment, and if I want to go appeal it, guess who I'll appeal it to?
Right.
The commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Or someone he appointed. How is that fair? It should be an independent body. That's why they have a court system. That's why they have the police. They're two separate but equal entities.
Yes, sir.
So I've always felt this was a very, very unfair practice. They've always been able to hide behind Article 46.
Yes, sir.
But you gave commission, and he's everything. He's everything. He's the jury. He's the judge. He's everything. That is so unfair.
Yes, sir.
Even if you have these broad latitudes of power, I've always felt the commissioner should get out of the punishment business. Let someone else handle that. Let it be an independent body. The NFL and the NFLPA should have an independent body.
Right.
Because you're never. Everybody feels they're going to get an unfair hearing.
Right.
If I'm appealing to the head of the entity that handed down the punishment.
But this is the thing, Unc. Let's understand the ecosystem and the power and the powers that be when it comes to the NFL. Let's say if it does go to an independent body, do you understand? Even with it being an independent body, a separate entity away from the NFL, do you know who still controls the power? Do you know how they're going to be swayed still, where justice is still not going to be due, even though it's a different entity? Do you understand that? Understanding the power structure that you're going up against, the chances of winning are slim to none, whether it comes from the commissioner himself or whether it's a different governing body.
I do believe I have a better. Let me ask you a question. If I get a speeding ticket, do you think I got a better chance of going to the court or going to the chief of police and having him hear it? Because think about what happens when police officers do something wrong. It's few and far between that their own department, IA, Internal Affairs, or the governing body that represents the police, the union, disciplines them.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
There's a greater chance that the court, and now look, the court system has said, hey, that imminent, any threat, be it real or perceived. Let that sink in, Ocho.
Yeah,
real or perceived.
Yes.
Woo.
You have to understand, and you know well. For those that don't understand, maybe on the outside looking in. Even with this ruling, now being able to be or go to court.
Oh, they're gonna appeal it now.
Even if they appeal it, you understand the animal and the power structure,
of course,
that you're going up against. The machine. I have a question, Unc.
Yes.
In the history of law in general, how many times have the people, even those that have been discriminated against, even those who serve right and deserve justice, how many times has the machine lost, Unc?
It doesn't happen often, but you can't get deterred.
Right.
Just imagine if Dr. King would have gotten deterred, or all those people that marched in the 50s and the 60s had gotten deterred. Rosa Parks, if she had said, you know what, ain't nothing gonna change, so let me just go ahead and give my seat up. Boy.
You know what? I'm glad you just said that, right? I'm glad you just said that. So everything we've been through in the 50s, right? The 60s, all those that sacrifice.
Yes.
We had one that sacrificed even recently. Brother Kaepernick.
Yes.
Taking the knee.
Yes.
Standing for something.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Has anything changed since then?
In the NFL?
No, not the NFL in general. Just with everyone you just named with 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yes.
Happening. Has anything changed yet?
It doesn't seem like it, Ocho. It seems like if we take a step forward, we take a couple of steps back.
Okay.
But if you
talk to me.
Think about your grandparents.
Yes, sir.
Then your parents was in that same situation, and you said ain't nothing changed. So I might as well just stay in the same Liberty City, do what they did, and not try my damnedest to improve the situation. Right. Now, where would we be?
We try our damnedest to improve the situations, right?
That's what you could do.
Talk to me. Wait, let me stay with me real quick. Now, there was a time in the 50s, in the 60s, where they were able to wear their hoods,
Yes.
Daylight, in broad daylight.
Yes.
Clear as day, because it was accepted. So now they've gone away from that part. So the hoods are gone.
Yes.
Now they wear robes. Now they hold gavels. Now they have suits and ties on. Now they're in positions of power to where, okay, it seems like things have changed or things may be different, but it really hasn't, because now they're just in positions of power and controlling everything.
And that's what they do.
And that's the way the system is. To me, Unc, it's all about understanding the system and being able to fight it. Being able to fight it and understanding that I'm going to do all I can to try and improve the situations around me and make some type of impact. But the way the ecosystem is built in general, the way it's structured, is built for you never to win.
But you have to
understand they would never allow us to ever get in position to be able to make that change. And the ones who do that look like us, that happen to get them and wear the suit and ties too, you got to play by their rules.
But see what you did? You see what you said? But when we get a chance to get in that position, do we lift someone up? Or do we kick the ladder and says, I'm up on the top of the roof now, so I'm good. I'm up here. I don't want nobody to look like you to join me up here.
Stay with me one more time though. Listen to what I said.
Yes.
When they do allow you and put you in positions of power, you have to play their game by their rules. That's why they're even letting you get in that position to begin with.
Sometimes that's correct, but you have to look at it, Ocho. Think about a system that's been in place for as long as it's had. Right. You think you're going to dismantle a system that's been in place for 400 years in 30 years? You're not.
I know one thing. That system that's been in place for however long it's been in, if they allow you to be in that position of power, you better play by their rules. And there's an understanding that you have to do that in order to be there. But I mean, dude, this is a great topic. You know, I'm not one to really talk about politics and stuff like that, but I can go. I can go now.
But I love the fact this is because they said, because if you go back and look at the ruling, he said the judge ain't no chance that this is fair. Under no circumstance
at all.
Even if he were to appoint someone, it's still him. So you, like an arbitrator that he appointed, is going to rule against the man that appointed him.
Right. You're right.
Make it make sense now.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, we go back. I got the speeding ticket, and I go to the chief of police.
Right.
Okay. Well, guess what? The chief's not going to hear it. We're going to give it to the corporal. He'll hear it. He still no. It needs to be a separate body. That's why the police, they do what they do. And then guess what? Your job is done. We go into court.
Yeah.
And now we have a whole different body with 12 men and women that's going to determine it.
Right. Yeah.
Because if it was left up to the police, they would have 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But just I'm in this case, what happened with Brother Flores and other coaches that look like us, minorities for that matter. I love that they standing on business in general and they're going to get big in court. But I also do understand the other dynamic of it and understanding who you're fighting against.
Yeah. Oh, they got a lot of money. They can throw a lot of look.
The funny thing about it, the thing about it is not even about the money. It's the power in which they can sway any ruling to make sure they're not at fault. Because that fight that they're fighting about, it's still going on today with opportunities not being given to certain individuals that look a certain way. Nothing has changed. Also, when it comes to the quarterback position, that's still prevalent in today's game as well.
Yeah. But the thing is,
I don't want to dive deep and go into it and go in depth, but there's so many different layers I can peel back right now that I choose not to do. But listen, only a blind man would not understand what I'm talking about.
No, only a man that chooses not to understand what you're talking about.
And for those that can't see and don't know and are gonna play maybe naive,
devil's advocate.
Yeah, and dumb to the situation when the facts are clear as day that you can see. Come on, now, let's not do that.
But hey, the man gets to have his day in court, and we'll see what happens, and then you go from there. But I can assure you, they're going to appeal this. The Nevada Supreme Court has ruled in favor of former Raiders head coach Jon Gruden in his appeal against the NFL. Gruden will get discovery and a day in court alleging that Commissioner Roger Goodell and the NFL improperly leaked his email leading to his firing.
Yeah, and that's another one that's going to be interesting. That's another one that's going to be interesting.
Well, you can't appeal now. They might appeal this to the Supreme Court.
Right.
They might because the Nevada Supreme Court said, no. He gets the score. He gets the score. Because, Ocho, you got to realize there's $70 million at stake. He had a 10-year, $100 million deal. They fired him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's guaranteed, though. You know, when coaches they
didn't pay him because he got fired for cause.
So if they're probable cause and getting fired, then that's like a player getting in trouble, conduct detrimental to the team. We can take that money back. Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yes,
I didn't know that part. Okay.
So would I be surprised if they went all the way to the Supreme Court?
Yes, sir.
I absolutely would not. The NFL doesn't like to take L's,
right? Because
remember, you take one, then everybody else feel like, hey, we got him vulnerable, we got him weak, we can jump on. All it take, look how big the giraffe is. All it takes is for one lion to weigh him down, and then here come the rest.
Everybody else. Yes,
that's how they get unless they catch it napping. Every once in a while, they'll catch him catch one napping. You don't let it get too late in the day. Yeah. And he's still rested, and they catch him. But for the most part, one of those big males jump on his back.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's 400 pounds. Yeah. And he's like, hey, he can't support that. And here he comes. Yeah. But look, the NFL, they made it very abundantly clear in the appellate court against Brian Flores. They're going to appeal. I can see them appealing this all the way to the Supreme Court.
He's still the defensive coordinator in Minnesota.
Right? Okay, yeah, he absolutely is.